You know what that sound means? That means it's another episode of Game for a Movie. I am your host, Mike, joined by
Andre.
And Jill.
Yay!
Hi, friends.
Hello.
We've all survived our trip to New Orleans.
We have.
And the snowstorm.
Yes, that as well. Have you guys recuperated from...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Dude, we're making hurricanes over here now.
Oh my god.
If you didn't show up with beer, I'm like, Andre will just pull out his new, milkshaker.
Well,
Milkshaker.
It's like a milk.
You can make a milkshake.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I think like an old 1950s milkshake bar. Like we got one of those drink mixers.
Oh, nice.
And he
Okay.
He's perfected the hurricane,
Yeah.
and
Oh my
we officially now have some tiki ware in the household.
Tiki ware. Nice. That's awesome. Okay. So, yes, that trip was good for you guys
Yeah, we had a lot of fun.
Have you recuperated?
Yeah, let's go with that.
You were Saturday night. You were on point, especially with backing up Sandy.
Backing up Sandy. Oh, yeah. Well, the funny thing was I was not even drunk for that.
Right.
That was completely sober. Yes. Yes, I was in good spirits. What you don't know is we went on a cocktail tour, and our tour guide at the end, she started losing everyone. Mostly because I don't think she ever had anyone.
Yeah, right.
She was a great lady, not the best tour guide.
Yes.
However, she got us into most of places, and the last place was not technically her fault. We couldn't get in.
Yeah.
There was 3 balls going on that night, and the bar in the hotel was filled to the capacity.
Yes, this is the infamous Carousel
The Carousel
Bar.
Bar, yeah.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go there when they come to New Orleans.
Yep.
But that last place, Sandy was doing the history of it, and me, in very good spirits, completely sober, decided that I would sign language, or fake sign language.
I was about to say, you were like, yeah, I don't even know. I remember there was a few years ago where they got somebody that didn't know sign language, like an official press release.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
Yeah, it was like that basically.
It was exactly that, but everybody was having a good time. Yeah, so we've recuperated. We are drinking again.
Yeah.
Let's go with Andre. What are you drinking first to start us off?
I might have had this on the show before. I'm drinking the Cremo Bock beer from Alvarium.
Okay.
It's nice and sweet and refreshing. I love
Nice.
Alvarium.
Everybody knows at this point that Andre and I are Alvarium
Alvarium
fan
stands.
people.
Yes, you are Alvarium people.
Yeah.
I do know that. So you say it is good?
Yes, it's great.
Nice.
Yeah. Happy to have the full
that.
back of it.
That's very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't Cremo the old brewery?
Yes, so it's named after the old brewery that essentially.
There's a little history on the side of the
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
nice.
They got a historical photo and everything.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, before my time, but it's a good beer.
You're saying you're not 100 years old?
Yeah, right. I wasn't around for it, but...
Jill, what do you got over there?
I'm actually drinking a beer that I did not acquire, but was gifted to us.
Yes.
It is from Labyrinth, which is another Connecticut
Love
beer,
it.
and it is Sour Batch number 3.
Okay.
So it's blackberry, apricot, and plum, and it's a sour IPA.
Nice. Does it have the Sour Patch logo? Yeah.
Might as well be, right? Yeah.
It might as well. I love it.
Pucker up.
Oh my god. And then for me over here, I've got Sweatpants Pale Ale from Kent Falls. It is Saturday, and I wish I was in some sweatpants, but unfortunately I work later. But that's changing. I'm so excited.
I know, I was about to say.
I'm so excited. My days off are changing. I'm no
Finally,
longer going to be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday off. I'm going to be Thursday, Friday, Saturday off.
You're
Pretty
like
soon.
almost a normal person.
Yeah, I know.
You'll
So
be
close.
working for most of the weekend soon enough, you know?
Yeah, right. Yeah, so this can be awesome. I'm so excited. That brings us to our movies that we're watching. This is we call it a movie banter episode.
Yeah.
We have lots of movies that we've seen we're going to talk about. Andre, you wanted to kick us off.
Yes.
Because yours is one of the more recent ones.
Yeah, it's Tom Holland's Uncharted.
Uncharted.
Yay.
His first, I mean, I know he was in The Impossible, but I feel like this is really his first big post-Spider-Man foray.
I don't know about that.
Alright, name another big Tom Holland movie that's not
He's been in a
Marvel.
bunch of stuff, right?
Well, he was in that Chaos
Billy
Walking.
I mean, he was in Perform. He performed on stage as Billy Elliot.
Yeah.
He was in The Impossible when he was 12.
Okay. Okay.
Pre-Marvel, so give me some post-Marvel.
Cherry.
Yes, he was in Cherry. That's
The
right.
Devil All the Time.
Cherry.
Yeah. Cherry.
Onward.
Yeah, duh. Right, he was in Onward.
Go
Yeah.
for Onward.
How could you guys forget Doolittle?
He was in
The
Doolittle?
dog.
He was
The
Jip.
talking
Oh
dog.
my god, he was a talking
do
dog,
we,
yes.
Do we really want to put that on the marquee of big Tom Holland experiences.
Right. That's hey, show up in the studio for half an hour, record your damn lines.
Did find out though when he was on BuzzFeed's Interview with Puppies, they asked him a question like, "What person in your phone, if you were to call, would always pick up?" And Robert Downey Jr. would always pick up.
Nice. Oh, that's awesome. He was in The Lost City of Z as well after Civil War.
That.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't.
I guess as everyone can tell now, I don't stalk Tom Holland's career.
Wait, he was in Locke? He was in Locke. Interesting.
Cherry was the big one I was forgetting about.
Yeah, Cherry was, and then Chaos Walking, which was terrible, but it's still... it's him and Daisy Ridley.
Yeah.
You can see each other's thoughts, and for whatever reason, they can't see her thoughts, and basically that's how it goes.
Edward not being able to read Bella's mind.
Anyways.
Yeah, same page. Sorry. All right, Tom Holland.
Yeah.
Uncharted.
I gotta say, Uncharted is one of the movies ever, man.
One of the movies ever. Okay.
Yep.
As in, it's a movie?
It's a movie. It's a movie, and I saw it.
It happened.
Okay. And, well, I mean, it is kind of a miracle that it did happen, because I feel like we've been hearing about Uncharted, the movie adaptation, for like 10 years.
Yes.
Like, Mark Wahlberg's been attached to this for a while, and he was originally supposed to be Nate Drake, right?
Should you give a primer on...
Oh, sure, yes.
Like,
okay, so Uncharted, for those that don't know, this is an adaptation of so this is a Sony film because it's an adaptation of a Sony PlayStation video game franchise on the same name, Uncharted. Stars...
it's a very unique title.
Yes, right. It's basically, the idea is that it's a playable Indiana Jones movie, right?
What is there? Drake's Fortune...
Among
Thieves, and
Drake's Deception.
Drake's Revenge.
Nope, Drake's Deception is number 3, and the number 4 is A Thief's End.
A Thief's End. Yep. That's it. Yes.
That is a expansion / standalone, prequel to.
Because it has characters from 3 and 2 together.
Yes, Chloe in it. Chloe's in.
And Nydia.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nydia. Nadia.
No one named Nadia.
Oh, God, no. She's a character from 4. She's a side character. You haven't met her yet, Joe. Anyways.
Oh. She's on 4?
No, she's on... no, she's not in the movie.
Yeah.
Okay,
we're bouncing all over the place. Sorry. All right, keep going.
Yeah, so this is Sony's... They're kind of trying to
Nadine, that's who I was thinking of.
Nadine, thank you. Yes.
Sorry. All right, keep going.
They're kind of trying to launch this new movie franchise. I will say it was kind of neat to see, like, they did kind of the Marvel Studios thing, but with Sony PlayStation characters. And
interesting.
Showed the montage of it. So I think Sony is definitely, like, trying to invest in their PlayStation IPs, because I know Last of Us is getting a
TV show.
Ratchet and Clank already had a
Ratchet and Clank
had a movie.
And yeah, that kind of whiffed.
I thought Jack and Daxter might be
there. There is rumors that Jack and
okay.
Well, yes, there's tons of Easter eggs in this movie, which is fun. But
when's Crash Bandicoot coming out?
I mean, Sony doesn't own Crash Bandicoot.
No?
Microsoft does now, dude.
What?
Because Crash Bandicoot is an Activision property.
Wow.
And Microsoft bought Activision this year.
Okay. All right.
Isn't that wild?
Yep, that is wild.
Why we're not a video game news podcast.
Yeah, right.
Anyways, well, that's because I'm behind always.
So the idea is that these video games are basically playable Indiana Jones movies, and to me, that always kind of felt, the very concept of an Uncharted movie felt redundant because the games are already supposed to be like
it's a movie based on a video game based on a movie.
Right. Yeah, right. And I always expected that, like, okay, if you just make an Uncharted movie, it's just going to be kind of like knockoff Indiana Jones.
Right.
That's kind of exactly what we got.
Yeah.
So this movie, I kind of came in with, medium expectations, and I was whelmed, it was,
it was whelmed,
cool.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tom Holland obviously stars as Nathan Drake. He is kind of an intrepid explorer. Yeah, he's a younger Nathan Drake. In the video games, he's kind of skewing maybe late 20s, early 30s, right? And Tom Holland's definitely on the other side, like younger side of 20s.
Early 20s.
Early 20s. The origin story.
Yeah.
Yes, this is the origin story, whereas the first game kind of starts, Nathan and Sully are already established duo.
Yeah.
They're a seasoned pair of treasure hunters.
Right.
This is the origin story of Nathan and meeting his partner in crime, Victor Sullivan, played by Mark Wahlberg. And, Marky Mark was always going to be the toughest.
He was a question mark, yeah.
And I got over it. I kind of went in like I knew that like he's not going to be like this isn't going to be my Sully or whatever.
Yeah, right.
And like again, these characters, these games are great. The story's really fun. I like these characters a lot. It's not Shakespeare. It's not super high art.
You know what you're getting.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I don't hold these characters in a super precious spot in my heart.
Right.
I'm fine with them being a little flexible.
Yeah.
So on that note, Marky Mark is playing the exact role you would expect him to in this kind of movie.
Okay.
And he does Marky Mark things. It's fine. Like he's
side humor character.
Yeah. He's snarky, and everyone's kind of double crossing each other. He has a cat. They gave him a cat in this movie.
Kind of double crossing. Double crossing is everywhere in this movie.
Yeah, there's a lot of double crossing.
I believe that.
I'm sorry.
I have not seen it yet, but I expected it.
Yeah.
That's something I'm going in playing the games.
My problem with it is that I expected double crossing, and then it was like, let's double down on the double cross.
Let's quadruple cross?
Yeah, I think there's a triple cross at some point.
Triple cross?
Well, I was telling Andre after the fact that my biggest...
It's actually, no, it's not that there's levels of triple crossing, it's just that every character is double crossing everybody.
You thought I was working for them, but really I was working for them while working for them and working for them.
And it's like, eye roll.
And the use of the double cross gets annoying because the double cross will occur.
Yeah.
But look at the timestamp of the movie, and it's like, okay, well they can't be out of this film.
Right.
So then it's the plot or the script has to do some gymnastics to maneuver characters get them into a different space so then the plot can continue to move forward.
Okay.
So it became almost like, not MacGuffin, but plot convenience of, this double cross occurred. Oh, well, how is this next thing gonna happen? Oh, well, look, this character just came out of the shadows.
Right.
Why you double cross me?
Yeah.
Nah, bro.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, well, I knew this was gonna happen.
Did you fake your death? And you came back?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, the way I look at it is that if you're yearning for another National Treasure movie, I think this will hit that just fine.
Okay,
I actually whispered to him, I'm like, at one point, I think I'm like...
Are you guys ready for National Treasure 3?
Sure,
they're making a TV series.
They are making a TV series, but there's a chance that there's a 3 because of this TV series.
Well, so the TV series will not have any of the original cast.
Right.
Which is disappointing because I really like Riley, and I want Riley to come back.
I really like Benjamin Gates.
Franklin Gates.
Benjamin Franklin Gates, because let's face it, it's Nick Cage.
I think an Uncharted National Treasure crossover.
Ooh.
Those are two.
That'd be pretty cool.
Those are two companies that I don't think have ever worked together. Disney and Sony. Well, no. What am I talking about? Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. What? No.
There's a chance.
They'll figure it out.
Put Nicolas Cage in Uncharted 5.
We're getting to 5 already?
I don't think we're gonna get
the game.
For a
Wait,
while.
the game. The video game. The video game.
Get him on the mocap stage. Do a plot.
Okay.
Apparently, some Sony execs said that this movie already did well enough. They basically they're treating it as their next big franchise. Yeah.
Great.
Already.
Awesome.
I don't know if it's the exact quote, and they didn't confirm. They didn't say we're making Uncharted 2 already.
Yeah.
I think they said in so many words that you're going to see more of this.
Tom Holland must really like his franchises because it's like
he just jumps franchise to franchise. Yeah.
If you want to be, if that's the acting career he wants, it's good security.
Yeah, right. I mean, and he's fun in this. He's a young Nate Drake, right? But I believe it. Sure.
Nate Drake and Peter Parker definitely would hang out.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
He's not Peter Parker, but they would be friends.
I will
say he has a really good "oh crap," that's right. That's a good, that sounds very like a very generic catchphrase, but I believe that's Nathan Drake when he says that.
Have you seen the mini movie with Nathan Fillion?
Yes, the fan made movie.
Yes.
Because obviously the fan casting for this role
was Nathan Fillion.
Yeah,
and he's just too old at this point.
Yeah.
Unless they did a much.
They would have to do an old man Drake. Training his. He'd have to be the Sully character.
He'd be the Sully character.
I would totally see that movie though.
Yeah,
because eventually they're gonna.
Could you imagine him as Sully training
Tom Holland?
No.
Okay.
I don't know.
I'm just ideas.
Yeah, we were talking about this, like who would we cast as Sully if we could, and Jill brought up the good suggestion of Bryan Cranston.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I think when we watched Goku, the stupid Dragon Ball movie, I said that my perfect fan casting for Nathan Drake would have been like Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah.
Someone a little older, but with that swagger.
Yeah.
Nathan Drake to me has, he's a bit of a fuckboy.
Yeah. So,
He's a bit of a fuckboy.
Well,
okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was the term I'd go with, but yeah, all right. Yeah.
He's smarmy. He's got some smart.
Yeah.
And
he's a cocky douche.
He's a lovable fuckwad.
And Tom Holland.
Okay.
Tom Holland.
Fuckwad, I agree with.
Yeah,
Fuck
yeah,
boy.
yeah. Right. No, he's not a douche. He's a. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Fuckwad is, I think, the better term.
Yeah. Let's see. Chloe's also in this movie. Sophia Ali.
I liked her a lot.
Yeah, I thought. Yeah, right. So that's a younger Chloe, which we literally have not seen ever. And so, So I should say that she plays the kind of the femme fatale, treasure hunter that kind of joins them, in the second act.
Yeah.
I thought she was great in that movie too. I think honestly they have like her and Tom Holland have okay chemistry. Like looking forward to seeing her in more movies or in the next one rather.
Yeah.
Right?
The movie also had another female actress that I'm seeing in the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina.
Okay.
Yeah, she plays the right hand, the henchman. What's her?
Tati Gabrielle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gabrielle.
And she plays the evil treasure hunter that Antonio Banderas, the evil Spanish nobility who's hunting his treasure.
Not the Medici, but basically.
Medici's. Yeah, he plays the villain Antonio Banderas, and he's having an okay time.
Good. All right. Yeah.
Sure. And this thing, everything about this movie, it's good. It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It was a nice cinematic experience.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
flesh.
There was some really rough CGI, I would say, especially in the they played it they have it in the trailers and they put the whole clip on YouTube. The airplane scene, whatever. Right. That's their main action sequence, and that's ripped straight from Uncharted 3, which is fine.
Worked great.
Please,
use the stuff. Why not?
Yeah, if you don't look too closely, it looks very cool.
I'm guessing they're probably going to use the train scene in the next one.
Oh man,
I
don't know if that works though, because
I think it does.
Because you've had plenty of train scenes in movies, right? So this is goes back to my original problem with this, right? When Uncharted 2 came out and they had that train level, that was mind blowing. That I was playing a video game with the train level and the level geometry is flying by and stuff like that. That felt awesome to control a character and move around and navigate. But we've seen it in movies before, right? You know what I mean?
We haven't seen a train off a cliff where you have to jump up it. Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Okay. What's he gonna do? Jump a boat? Seen that too.
Yeah,
fast too.
He's gonna jump a shark. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, right. I don't know. I don't really have much more else to say about it. Obviously, there's gonna be a sequel. I will go watch it. It was fine. If you really if I had to compare this to the other recent video game movie we watched, Sonic the Hedgehog, I'd probably like Sonic a little bit more.
Okay.
They're very different movies, to be honest with you.
Wait, who wrote those again?
Who wrote it?
Who wrote Sonic the Hedgehog again?
Someone.
Oh my God!
The Transylvania guys.
Transylvania guys, yeah. Transylvania, sorry, yeah.
Transylvania dude.
Yeah, I was I don't know their names, but I remember. Oh God!
Is that a glow up?
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's better.
They got a budget.
I mean, they look good.
Yeah.
The movie clearly had enough money to redo the animated characters, so there is money there. So.
Oh yeah, well they crunched out all their artists too.
Sonic.
Yeah, right.
I don't know. Let's see.
Number.
I gotta come up with a metric, right?
Yeah.
I would give this a 2.
Really? 2?
Yeah, a 2.7.
I'm surprised it's
5.
Round up. Don't be pussy on that.
What?
2.7.
I mean, it's I don't regret spending money on it, but I also already kind of forgot a bunch
yet,
of it.
So
right?
Technically, you
you're right.
You haven't spent money on it.
See, there you go. I forgot. It's so forgettable. I forgot to Venmo Joe back.
My God.
2.75.
Imaginary dollars you paid for this movie.
2.75 Negronis.
2.75. Negronis.
Remember
what?
At the beginning when
He's a bartender?
That's true. He's a bartender.
The girl he makes it for clearly has no idea what a Negroni is.
Yeah.
And she doesn't tip him.
Yeah. I would say 2.75 backstabs out of 5.
Okay.
I'm gonna round up. I'm gonna give it a 3 with the caveat that it's it was a nice solid ride. I don't regret paying for it. Would I need to see opening day?
No.
The sequel? No. But we saw it for half price tickets on Tuesdays at our local theater.
Nice.
This is a perfect $6 movie. So
perfect.
Yes, right. I would
love to hear that.
This is the definition of a matinee movie for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would give it 3 out of 5 pirate ships lifted by helicopters.
Okay, yeah, there you go.
That was... Oh, it was a cool visual for the first 5 minutes, and then eventually it just got really silly.
Yeah, I will say that my favorite part of the movie is that they had a Nolan North cameo.
Oh, nice!
Really fun.
Yeah,
so he voiced the original character, and that was. I'm glad they threw him in there.
Yeah,
you know, yeah, it was fun. I'll see the second one. Sure, why not?
Come here.
Yeah. All right.
I don't know if Sophie likes to be held like that.
So far, so good.
Yeah, I think she's fine.
Hating it. It was not... Well, you can't watch because we have no cameras on us, but Mike is currently cradling our cat.
I think she's into it.
This is what Oliver loves. I'm hoping. Worst kid.
She's not trying to jump out of your arms yet. So.
No, and like usually when they start like flailing, I'm like, okay, cool, you can hang out.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, you're done. Yeah. There you go. There you go. Good job. All right, Jill, you have a movie for us.
I do have a movie. It is not a brand new spanking movie. It's a slightly old movie.
Okay.
I enjoy a musical. Who doesn't? Song and dance.
Yeah.
Lose yourself for a couple hours.
Okay.
Sometimes you get to see some really cool singing and dancing sequences.
Of course.
Not so much in the case of the film I watched a couple weeks ago, and that is Ryan Murphy's 2020 film, The Prom.
Oh, The Prom. I didn't know that was Ryan Murphy. It is.
I don't like Ryan Murphy.
Okay, for our fans at home that may not know, what are some of Ryan Murphy's...
Ryan Murphy is the show... He's similar to Shonda Rhimes. He's had a lot of hands in some very influential and money-making TV series in the last 20 years now.
Yeah, wow.
Probably the most famous is Glee.
Yep.
He also spearheaded Nip Tuck in the early 2000s.
I didn't know that, and that throws me off entirely.
In, I think, Pose? Is he Pose?
I don't see Pose. Oh, wait, yeah. Executive producer Pose.
American Horror Story is the other really big one.
Yes, American Horror Story was definitely the one.
And then American Crime Story.
Okay. He was also Ratched, the Nurse Ratched thing.
Ratched. Which I heard was not very good. So why do I not like Ryan Murphy? Well,
let's go, yes.
The short version is he cannot write women.
Okay.
He cannot write women at all, let alone women who are supposed to be outside of
we forgot Scream Queens.
Heteronormativity. You see that in Nip Tuck. You really see that in Glee.
Yep.
And just the shitty writing of poor characters making really stupid decisions, but you're supposed to be rooting for them because they're your main characters or your quote-unquote underdogs, infuriates me to no end.
So, how did The Prom go?
Well, for those of you who are not familiar with the musical, it came out on Broadway in the mid-2010s, and it's the story of a bunch of Broadway, effectively has-beens, hearing a story on the news about a prom in the Midwest that's canceled because a girl wants to take her girlfriend there, and the school board decides, well, we'll just cancel it, so that can't happen. So the Broadway has-beens decide that they need to go under the premise for them of boosting their star appeal and going from D-list back to A-list.
Making their rise back. Yeah,
we're not here for us, we're here for you, but they're really there for us.
Bastards.
Double
cross.
Who do you get to have as your musical
Double crossed.
I can't believe it.
You betrayed me.
Everybody betrayed me.
Everybody betrayed me.
So I'm sure you're wondering, who do you cast to have as these Broadway has-beens with inflated egos?
Oh, God.
James Corden, Meryl Streep, and Nicole Kidman. Also along for the ride is Kerry Washington, who I actually did not know was in this, so that was actually a surprise, and Keegan-Michael Key.
Nice.
So
I like the cast besides one or two.
Well, yeah, right. I already, by the end of the experience, I already had changed out half the cast for fan alterations. And I'll get there.
Okay.
Because this is not the bad movie of the week.
No, it is not.
So I'll do my best. But there's just a lot of problems with this musical and movie. Probably the biggest is that the main lesbian couple...
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if this is a problem in the musical on stage, but it's definitely a problem in the movie. The main girl in the couple, who is Emma.
Emma.
She wants to take her girlfriend to the prom
Yeah.
and dance with her and be out in public and happy.
Yes.
But her girlfriend, Alyssa, from their conversations, either is not 100% on board with the idea or was not privy to the whole plan. So if you haven't agreed 100% to show up in a public space where all your peers and your mother is going to be, don't do it.
Right.
But that's never a conversation that they have. So, okay.
Oh, Kerry Washington plays the mother, I see.
Yeah,
Aha.
Kerry Washington plays Alyssa, the other girlfriend, the girl who's not publicly standing up with her girlfriend.
Right.
Who's hiding. She's not out.
Yeah.
Okay, well, if your girlfriend's not out, why do you think showing up in a public space at a public event is going to change that?
You just can't force anybody on this.
This is not smart planning, and I wouldn't say she's being forced to do it, but the fact that she's not standing next to you holding her hand, you just shouldn't do it at all. And that's a problem that consistently goes through the film, and it's just, I can't understand this logic.
Right.
And it kind of just breaks apart any of the separation of belief I'm supposed to have.
Right.
And it even comes down to the Broadway musical group working with Emma. They get her address, they show up at the prom, but they don't realize that the parking lot is empty, and they go inside and nothing's there. And Keegan-Michael Key character, who's the principal, is just sitting there, you know, he's like, I just found out. I'm like, you just found out? You walk into this empty room and like, where's everybody?
Right.
And the first thing you didn't do was call Emma,
right,
who you're rooting for, to say, don't come here, there is no prom. But the girlfriend, Alyssa, she ends up at the right prom, finds out what happens, calls Emma, and is like, I'm so sorry. And Emma's like, well, come be with me. She's like, no, I can't, my mom. It's like, break up.
Yeah.
Break up. Why are we rooting for this couple again? This is a problem.
Yeah.
And of course they don't break up. They ended up getting a second prom, and it's wonderful. And it's just bang my head against this table, what the fuck? And this problem of communication trickles over to the Broadway group.
Okay.
Meryl Streep plays Dee Dee. She's the main diva. She was the one whose reputation they're really trying to fix. And then James Corden plays her gay sidekick, Barry. Of course, he is not gay. But once they get to the Midwest town, Meryl Streep's character decides, you know what, Barry, you should call your family and reconcile and have closure on this. And Barry's like, they tried to send me to conversion camp. No, I don't want to call my family. So what does Meryl Streep's character do?
Call them for
the family. And Barry's mom shows up. Dad just is not ready.
Yeah, it's not, okay.
And rather than being angry, it's like, Mom, you do care. And Mom does apologize. So there is some of that.
Great.
What?
Yeah.
Question mark?
Yeah.
And that is just frustrations throughout this entire film. So obviously I did not like it.
Yeah.
I do have some questions if Keegan-Michael Key is a good actor, because there are times where his delivery is robotic.
Yeah.
Especially when everyone else is very over the top.
Aww.
See, my thing with Keegan is I always feel like he's just like a pantomime. Like he's not like a real actor. He's just kind of like character, and
I like him as
it's tough, right?
Ducky or Bunny in Toy Story 4.
Toy Story 4.
When he's being a
voice.
When he's being, though, that's I guess that's what I was about to say, is that I always like him, and obviously
he was good in Dolomite Is My Name.
You're right. That's true. Yeah.
I haven't seen that one yet, but okay.
He's the writer of the script.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
But
all right.
Again, everyone is kind of being over the top.
Yeah. Well, that's my thing about Key and Peele. Like, it works in that situation because it's over the top.
Comedy, right?
Yeah.
It's always over the top.
But like, if the bit I've seen of Friends from College, like he's still over the top when everybody else is kind of more a little grounded. Yeah. And
that's
it's
kind of how he is in the prom. And Schmigadoon works for him. It works well.
Schmigadoon, yes, he was good at
Schmigadoon. To lend his vocal talents to Toad in Mario movie.
That's right. But I think
Mike made face.
I choked on my beer a little bit. Not gonna lie.
I think my biggest, besides all those plot things that I discussed, my biggest why for this is Nicole Kidman plays a chorus girl who befriends Emma and really like takes her under her wing, and they have actually a pretty good like friendship.
Okay.
And it was her, she's the one who found the story and was like, we should go here.
Yeah.
She's not your leading lady. She's the woman in the wings waiting for her turn.
Got it.
But she is a chorus girl in Chicago, a very dance-heavy musical.
Yes.
You would think she would dance in this movie. No. And it was a horrific realization that can Nicole Kidman not dance? Or did they just not choreograph dances for her? And her character's story ends with her getting a call saying, we need you to come on stage and be Roxy Hart.
Nice.
Like, can she dance now?
Yeah, right.
No. So, considering this, there is no dancing. Could it be her ability or lack thereof? Why didn't they just cast Uma Thurman? Because that's obviously who this role was meant to be for, in my opinion. Because Uma can dance, and she can sing, and she has legs like an antelope. That's a direct quote from the movie. So,
what is Uma Thurman doing right now?
Yeah, what's she up to?
Upcoming, she's got 4 movies.
Well, right, that's the whole thing.
She was in a TV series for 6 episodes. And she has 4 movies coming up, or 4 projects coming up.
Oh, wow, that's more than I thought.
Yeah, I love a Uma movie. But, and like, she's not horrible in the film adaptation of Producers as Ula, but she can dance as well. Yeah. And I can't remember for the life of me if Nicole Kidman danced in Moulin Rouge, because it's been so long since I've seen it, but I don't really think there's a lot of technical dance in there anyway for her character. Right. So it's like, why are you a chorus girl who doesn't dance? So that was a thing that me and my friend just could not let go of. We watched this together. So overall, The Prom, I knew it was going to be bad. It was bad. I'm never going to get those 2+ hours of my life back. Yeah. Fair. Ryan Murphy.
So, number, rating?
I'd give it, the music, even the songs weren't memorable. This must have not, it didn't last long on Broadway.
Definitely didn't. I remember it opening and closing. Yeah.
So that's a pretty short, like, not everything needs to be a Hamilton or Phantom of the Opera, but that's really
I'm still disappointed short. Groundhog Day closed quickly.
I heard that was supposed to be very good.
Oh, it was a blast. I saw it and it was so good, and I wish I could tell more people about it, but nope. No.
I will give this 1 out of 5 Meryl Streep making out with Keegan-Michael Key.
Ooh.
Yeah, they get together at the end.
All right. That'll be goat. What?
Nothing.
No, do you know that whole story?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. Meryl Streep, so she was in Don't Look Up.
Yep.
And, I haven't seen it yet.
Well, Jonah Hill doing interviews for the show was talking about, oh yeah, I get to do this scene with the goat, and like Meryl Streep's like, and like it came out 3 weeks later after they're doing all these scenes and stuff that Meryl Streep thought he was just calling her like the old goat or something like that, and like he had to explain to her it's the greatest of all time, and she goes, oh, that's sweet. I thought you were calling me like an old goat, and like she just went with it, just let it happen.
Too nice.
Yeah, so Meryl Streep, apparently a great human being,
you know what?
too.
The Prom made me want to go back and rewatch Mamma Mia.
Yeah.
Because that's a musical movie where, I mean, Meryl Streep is obviously not the worst thing.
No. No, I think
it made me just want to watch a good musical movie with her.
If you have Meryl Streep in it, she's not the problem usually.
She really isn't.
Right.
I mean, Barry's plot line would be infuriating no matter who played him, but I don't understand why they didn't give it to like Todrick Hall or someone who's actually gay. Yeah. Like, why does James Corden constantly need to be queer baiting, I guess, or queer facing?
I don't know.
I
thought you were going to say a different thing, and I was going to say because he has a tiny penis, but that's not what you were talking about.
No.
Because I was going to say he keeps being in things because he has tiny ego.
He is.
It's true.
Everything.
Yeah.
He's also a name. He's a recognizable name.
I guess.
And there was a time where I really liked him. Mm-hmm. And then I think the Emoji Movie was the beginning of the
Oh, God. Ugh. All right, well, the most recent thing I have seen, since Thursday even, is the new Hercule Poirot film.
Hercule Poirot.
Hercule Poirot.
Is that how it's said in the movie?
Yeah. He's Belgian.
He's Belgian.
Oh.
Yeah.
So he's French. It's Hercule Poirot.
I thought it said it's Poirot.
Well,
the O-I in French is
Kenneth Branagh says it, and it says it in at least in the first one too.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So,
You can just say that man and his mustache are on the screen again.
Well, all right. It's funny you bring up the mustache. So, you guys have not seen it, obviously.
No.
Are you planning on seeing it?
No.
Okay, so I can go into Spoilerville, right?
It's also based on a short story that's been out for over 100 years. So
well, okay, yeah.
It's based on a book. Yeah.
Okay, well, I would say give your high level thoughts of it first, and then spoil it, just for people.
I'm not going to go into huge spoilers. I'm going to spoil like the first 10 minutes.
Oh, that's fine. Okay, got it. I was I'm a little more leery about spoilers for this movie, just because like the Christie novels are like they're built off the twist, right? So like.
Yeah, I'm not gonna spoil the twist.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not gonna spoil the whodunit. Yeah. It is fairly. If you've read the book, it's fairly
in line.
Yeah. Okay. So it's not going too crazy. And the first one was the same.
Yeah.
I don't know why I keep going to these because I've read half of the Agatha Christie books, so I just know what to expect.
They are good.
They're decent.
It's a spectacle. It's like why you go to a Baz Luhrmann film.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I will say it took 45 minutes to get to the boat and then to the murder.
Just like Murder on the Orient Express.
Yes, it takes forever.
Why?
And
Again. It was so boring in the first one.
There's so many.
They gotta set up the things.
There's so many scenes that I could have cut down easily, but like he spends the time with the characters, and it's kind of to get to know them for some of it.
Sure.
So the first 45 minutes could have been done in 20, I think, and that's really what it is. If you set up the characters in the 20 minutes and then you get on the boat. Okay, that's a different story. This was like 45 minutes, and then we're finally on the boat, and it's like,
it's all the time getting to know the characters that Eternals didn't do.
Right, well, exactly. They did all that time.
Why Eternals didn't do it. Because it would take 45 minutes of nothing.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, that movie was still 2 hours long, or 2.5. I don't even know. It felt like 4.
So
anyways.
They address Hercules' wife.
He has a wife?
He does, who died. And basically, he was a farmer in the war, in World War I.
The Great War.
Yes. Married her. When she died, he basically decided that's when he would become like the detective, because he had this eye of detail, that kind of thing, and we don't get why, but
okay, right. I was about to say, like, was she murdered mysteriously?
We don't know.
Okay,
we really don't, because they don't dive into it. They just mention it, and that's why I say the first 15 minutes of this movie is a Mustache origin story.
Oh boy!
So he's in the war, and basically they get the word to attack and take out on the bridge.
Okay.
And they get told that they're going to do it in 3 hours. And it's when the wind moves east, so that they're going to launch all their gas canisters and the gas doesn't blow back in their face.
Mm-hmm. It's tactical smarts.
Yeah. Well, Hercule is like, well, everybody knows it's supposed to be at that time. It's a massacre. We're walking into a massacre. But the wind's going east right now. What if we do it now? And like everybody's like, oh, I don't know about that, blah, blah, blah. But they go with his plan anyway. And his captain, like, they get through, they take the bridge, and the captain's just like, Poirot, great work, and it's like all in French and subtitled and everything like that. And then Hercule's like, Captain! He runs into a bomb trap. And it explodes. They get the bridge, but they lose some of their people, including the captain. And so Hercule's in a bed, like laying down, and all of a sudden his wife, Catherine, comes in. And not wife yet.
Oh, but that's how they meet.
But she's a nurse.
Yep.
They went on a couple dates, so their boyfriend, girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
She decides to come and like help him because she got word that he's in this bed. And he's like, how can you love a monster such as me? And he has like these cuts on his face that a mustache just ain't going to cover.
Yeah, right. I was like, okay, cool.
And I'm just like, no. Like his face and his cheek, like even how thick the mustache goes and everything like that. And he's like, how could you love a monster like me? And she's like, love is this, love is that, like this big old speech and everything like that. And I find it funny that I'm shading on love right now because my buddy's getting married today. So she like gives a speech, and then she goes, besides, and like kisses his hand. You can grow a mustache. And that's it. That's the purpose of this. So the first 15 minutes is a mustache origin story.
That's like the killing joke being first 30 minutes was like, let's give Barbara Gordon some death by having her bang Batman.
Bang Batman.
What did that do to the plot? Nothing.
Right. And like it's just to build like this character of Hercule, because he has moments where he's like, no, I can't get married again because I love my wife still even though she's dead, blah blah blah. Yep. And that's it. That's the whole purpose of it.
I didn't need him to be more humanized.
Yeah, exactly.
That's kind of not the point. Like to me, he's like, it's similar to like Sherlock Holmes, where it's like, yes, Sherlock, the Benedict Cumberbatch series, did some pretty good stuff with like making him this quirky ness. They didn't need to explain it, but like seeing it outside of the context of like a mystery and just being in the everyday real world. But I don't know if I need all of that to explain why his mustache is so bullshitly ridiculous.
Yes, his mustache is ridiculous, and like it's
like
still
his mustache though.
Well, yeah, and it's a fine mustache, but
it's fine, it's great.
But
dumb.
Like his cheek was gone.
Right. That's
the mustache stops here, you know, like even if it's like a nice mustache, like it's a
big mustache, just past the cheeks.
It would have made more sense if
it's still under though.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
It would have made more sense if you said you could grow a beard or something.
Yeah, right. Like grow the full face thing and like cover it up.
That would have been unkempt and not. No, you don't know full beard.
Well, and the thing is, his cheek's missing. I don't think he can grow hair down there anyway.
You're right. Yeah. Well, you know.
But
obviously, some like futuristic doctor came by and like, oh, let me like do some implants.
Well, and like after the mystery happens, it flashes forward like 7 months or something like that, and he's shaved the mustache officially, and like he has scars underneath. But again, there's scars down here. Not where the mustache is. We would have seen it. Like,
I don't think this part was in the book, and that's why it's not good.
Yeah.
She didn't write that part.
Right. It takes forever to get to the boat. When it finally gets to the boat is when it picked up. Because, like, literally, Claire and I were by ourselves. It was a Thursday matinee. There was nobody else in the theaters. We were having our own Mystery Science Theater, like, making fun of everything.
It's always fun.
Oh, yeah. Like, it was great because we could talk during the movie, and, like, we were having a good time.
This movie's got some big names in it.
It does. Gal Gadot. And Armie Hammer, who's like a sexual being in this movie, which is really creepy.
The trailers all tried to downplay.
Yes,
he was in this, but they couldn't.
He is.
He's in it.
He's in it. He's a big part. Russell Brand.
Oh, Russell Brand?
Yes, he plays the doctor, and he actually looks pretty good. Like he has like a beard and like glasses and kept hair. Like he was actually pretty good. He was one of my favorite parts of it.
Right.
How was Gal Gadot's acting in this one?
She like a little wooden boy.
She was all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean that whole like enough champagne to fill the Nile, like that's become a meme in and of itself.
So it's actually a good thing. So it's not as obnoxious. It is obnoxious, but it's not as obnoxious as the trailer makes it seem.
Okay.
Right before she got very bad news.
Yeah.
And so she's kind of playing it up for her guests to kind of like, oh yeah, we have enough champagne to fill the Nile, and like
carefree and happy.
Yeah, and then as soon as she does that, a cork pops, and she kind of like freaks out a little bit, and you can tell there's something she's harboring.
Sure.
You know, everybody in these movies have a secret.
Yeah.
There's always a secret.
Yep.
Whatever it is, and literally every character has a secret. Letitia Wright's in it. Her secret is she's anti-vax. No.
Hey, they figured that out.
Armie Hammer's not the only controversial.
Yes, exactly.
It's all systems go. She got the green light to go back on the set for Black Panther 2, right?
Great.
So.
Awesome.
Doesn't mean
No, I know.
I'm still fully for a different T'Challa.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and not like done horribly, but just let's recast T'Challa.
Oh, it's tough.
I know,
tough, man.
I know. It's a weird situation.
Yeah, I kind of wish they hadn't killed Killmonger off.
Right. Yeah. Right.
Like I like it's a nice poetic death.
Winston Duke.
Yeah. No,
sure.
Winston Duke
Bring him on.
great.
I'm in.
Yeah.
M'Baku.
Yeah. M'Baku. Yes. But yeah, it took forever to get there. So my rating is a 3 out of 5 Hercule Poirot introductions, because he says his name 45 times.
Nice, I'm sure he does.
Yeah.
Is at least
finish your thought, Jill, please.
Well, I was gonna say at least once they're on there, you said it picked up. Like, is the rest of the mystery? The
mystery then gets and it's exciting, and like there's things that happen, and you're just kind of like, oh wow, what is it? That kind of stuff. It's funny to me because I knew what happened the whole time.
Sure.
So I was throwing Easter eggs for Claire to throw her off the trail, and it was kind of fun because at the end she was like, "You're a dick."
Do you think they'll make another?
Yes.
What's the next?
Oh wait, no, actually no. It depends on the money.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'll say about it. It depends on the money. I hope they do ABC Murders. That's one of my favorite stories, which is an older Hercule. He's kind of like retired almost, not quite there, but almost. And he starts receiving letters from a murderer. Basically, he's killed Sarah Sweeney in Seville, and that kind of stuff. And it's he kills in ABC order, so like AA, BB, like that kind of stuff.
We got so many people to go through next.
Right, and so it's very interesting. You can introduce a lot of characters. They actually did a Prime movie of it, which was John Malkovich as Hercule Poirot and Rupert Grint as an old grizzled police chief.
What?
Yes.
He's like...
It doesn't work.
What?
He's the worst part of it, and it's not his fault.
I mean, I know
it's
the
not
stories are from like the early 1900s and people died young, but like, come on.
Yeah, he is an old grizzled police chief, and it just does not work. He's not terrible in it.
Yeah.
But it's not his fault, But it's actually really good. It's on Prime. I like Poirot. I watched the TV show, at least some of it. There's 13 seasons of a TV show that was on BBC. And I love Agatha Christie. She wrote my favorite book of all time.
Are you a fan of when the time Doctor Who meets Agatha Christie?
Not really. Aww. It's fine. It's a good episode, but it's not.
That's some of my favorite lines. But the mystery itself is kind of...
Yeah, that's what... Yeah, they thought they were smarter than they were.
This is a sci-fi thing, so let's put the sci-fi stuff in. It's like, that was your choice. Interesting.
Yeah, they thought they were smarter than they were for that one. We're going to take a quick break.
Yeah.
And come back with Cash or Trash.
Hooray.
Because we have some time. All right, see you after. And we're back with our segment, Cash or Trash. This week I put out a tweet about a community Cash or Trash, trying to see if we can get some people in the community to tell us what they've seen recently. Seismic Cinema saw Brazen. It is a Netflix movie. Let's read a quick synopsis here. When her sister is killed and her double life as a webcam performer is revealed, Grace ignores the warnings of a cool-headed detective and gets involved in the case. He says it's trash, and his girlfriend got him to watch it.
Wow.
So, hey, the things we do for love.
Yeah.
So that's Community Cash or Trash from Seismic Cinema at Seismic Cinema on Twitter. So, Andre, do you have a Cash or Trash for us?
I do. Well, I mean, we kind of finished...
Are you and Jill together?
Are we? Yeah. Do we want to just do it?
I mean, I know what the thing.
What we should do that.
Do you have a second thing?
Not really. I mean, I did have backup. I had one backup, but I think we should talk about the more relevant one together.
Then I think it's best.
Yeah. So wait, what? Yeah, okay, yeah, just making sure. I was like, well, I couldn't see you did the cast. I was like, what? I'm like, okay, yes. We are in the middle of watching The After Party, the series on Apple TV Plus.
Created and directed by Christopher Miller of
Lord of Miller fame, yes.
Directed all 8 episodes.
Nice.
No, 6 episodes. 6 of the 8 episodes.
Yeah, it's going right now.
Okay. Maybe do the other 2, but who knows?
Yeah.
Right.
Nice. Love Christopher Miller.
It's
a whodunit, right? So we were just talking about whodunit. It's a modern whodunit, right? The idea is that
it's a 15-year reunion.
Yeah, 15-year high school reunion.
Friends gather, and then they end up at a alumni's house who's turned into a pop star. Going by the name Xavier, played by Dave Franco. And
Dave Franco. Yeah.
Good start.
Starts off with a scream as Dave Franco falls out a window and dies.
So he's Mr. Body.
He's Mr. Body.
Yep.
And now it's up to Tiffany Haddish's detective to figure out who done it before another detective flies in the morning.
Right.
So
it's all a bunch of people, like all the suspects are there's 10 different.
Okay, I had no clue what you were talking about when you originally said it before we recorded, and now I recognize it. Yeah. And I was
intrigued
by that show.
This is a comedian free for all.
Yeah.
There's so much talent in this.
Free for all?
Free for all.
Free for all.
I think you said free for hall.
Free for hall.
I might have.
And I was just gonna call you out on it.
Not to say free for all, but also swallowing. So.
Okay, no, that's fair. That's a fair statement. No, I heard free for hall, and I was like, wait a second. Does the word lady know less words than I do?
You'd be surprised how much the word lady trips on her words. It's very endearing.
But yeah, so Andre, who's in this?
Well, your boy Ben Schwartz is in this.
My boy?
Yeah. He's
or Sonic the Hedgehog.
Your Sonic the Hedgehog.
He's not my boy. I'm sorry.
Alfio? Come on.
No. He was my least favorite character.
What? Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't like Mona Lisa.
Okay, Mona Lisa's bad too.
Character.
Jenny Slate is like a decent actress, but yeah, she does some bad characters sometimes.
Zoe Chow's in this. Alana Glazer is in this. I'm trying to remember. You already mentioned Tiffany Haddish. Sam Richardson is in here. It's kind of it's a lot of faces that you're like, oh hey, like that guy.
Oh yeah, it's that person.
Hey,
yeah.
Yeah.
Keep an eye on the things in the background because this is a fake modern day world. So like, Dave Franco's character has appeared in a couple movies.
Oh yeah, no, there's just a lot of.
Oh my god.
So this show really straddles the line between like a fun whodunit and then just off the walls bonkers comedy.
Almost like Tropic Thunder.
Yes, it feels a lot like Tropic Thunder.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of Tropic Thunder-esque moments in it where like they're kind of laying the background for Xavier, Dave Franco's character, and it's like beloved actor Xavier, and then like
he was in a version of Hungry Hippos.
Hungry Hippos.
Oh my god!
And they play like a 30-second clip of that, and Will Forte is randomly also in that, and it's like, and it's so clearly a joke off of Jumanji.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just like, oh my god! Like
my other favorite one was he was in a biopic about Hall & Oates.
Yes.
Channing Tatum.
Channing Tatum. So he was,
guy?
yeah. So no, he plays Hall and Channing Tatum plays Oates. And then he's like, he's like, they're like, oh, we gotta come up with a song. Oh, what do we do? And he's like, oh, I got it. All right, you go high and I go higher. I go the same high. Yeah, you're right.
Like they have the moment of like writing a man-eater.
Yeah, man-eater.
Oh my god.
You go high, I go the same high.
Yeah.
And then like their Oscar sizzle reel.
Yeah.
So funny.
So dumb. Yeah.
I'm all for this. Oh my god.
It's so funny.
So basically, the format is what we're only 2 episodes in. We should say that, and so far it's been the first episode is the setup of the murder and all that. And then it seems like it's going to be Tiffany Haddish going through all the suspects, basically like, "Hey, I'm bringing you in. Like, let's talk. What happened that night?" And it just covers like
story,
the actual reunion leading up to the after party.
Nice.
And obviously, like all the flashbacks are super. We've seen 2 characters' perspectives so far, and they're obviously like super heightened for what they think of. You know.
Yeah.
Everybody sees things differently, so she refers to them as your own mind movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Your own
mind movie.
And so the first character. First character they interview, he's like trying to rekindle a lost love from high school. So it's like a really it's almost like a romantic comedy where he's like
so
the main
romantic,
guy, and then he's trying. And then he sees everyone else as like potential rivals to this to this romance or whatever. And then it's and then
the balloon.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. So bad. And then the second episode, the guy like clearly sees himself as like he's trying to bring his family back together.
Yeah.
And literally it's like they make it. It's almost like a Fast and Furious parody where he thinks he's such a huge badass. It's like it's about family.
Off, puts them back on.
Yeah.
There's an epic pissing contest.
Yeah. Oh my god, the pissing contest.
Pee in
he and
recorded now.
Yep.
Okay.
Literally a pissing contest.
Really
it's awesome.
It's
so
funny.
It's hilarious. We're really liking it so far.
Both of you are cash?
We're cashing.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's great. I would say that like this is the second. This is so Apple TV Plus has Ted Lasso as its main draw.
Yeah.
I would say this should be also a draw to
This
it
is a
too.
draw.
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't know. So this is a one-off series, as far as you know. I mean, once the murder is solved, whatever.
Right.
So I hope if they decide, like, okay, we want this again, and it becomes
find a different
like
way.
Like, bring in new comedians. I think this is just a great showcase of talent.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think that the way that it's set up is that there are unique things that you can still do that will not seem tired and rote after whatever they do this season, especially with like the different genre of films.
Nice.
Maybe next time is something else. It's a different genre.
Yeah, exactly.
Whatever. But
nice. Okay. Well, lately I have felt that for Cash or Trash, we have all been on the cash train.
It's true. You're right.
Yeah.
Talk about the things we like.
It's hard to knowingly go into something you know you're gonna hate.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Like I rarely get to watch something that I'm like, wow, I did not like that. Sheesh.
Yeah, right. Well, I have one.
Okay.
That falls in the trash pile. HBO Max just released Injustice, the latest DC animated film.
Oh no!
The movies are usually better than the human ones.
Usually, yes. So, just in case you didn't know, Injustice has not only been a great comic book series, great video games, it is now an animated movie where on an alternate Earth...
They dare to ask the question.
What if Superman
was evil?
Yes, pretty much exactly that.
I want to play soups.
So, the Joker tricks Superman with some kryptonite. Superman is played by Justin Hartley. That's also one of the things. This is the first real movie where I'm like, I don't recognize almost any of these names except for Gillian Jacobs.
Okay. The DC animated movies usually try to bring in some pretty good talent.
Usually they do, yeah, exactly. But like, really, I don't know many of these people. Anson Mount was Batman.
I don't recognize any of these as voice actors.
I mean, it can't be you can't always get, oh my god, original Batman animated series voice actor.
Yeah.
Oh my god, why am I he has a
Are you talking about Kevin Conroy. Yes, there it is.
Jesus Christ, yeah. I don't know why his name got erased from my existence, but he's like the default Batman voice, right? You know? So.
Well, it's funny, Anson Mount was Oliver Queen on Smallville.
Oh,
so it is kind of funny, that stuff. Sure. That's the only one besides Gillian Jacobs who was in Community, which you still haven't seen.
Maybe I never will.
Wait, who's Gillian voice?
Gillian voices Harley Quinn.
Okay, got it.
Yes, it's a good fit. It's a good fit. Yeah. So basically the story is Joker somehow gets kryptonite and is able to trick Superman into thinking he's fighting Doomsday, but really he's killed Lois Lane and their unborn child.
Yes, right.
She also had a bomb attached to her.
Or like contingency?
She had like a heart monitor attached to a bomb. So when she dies...
Metropolis blows up.
Yep.
Alright, the woman who voiced Lois Lane is pretty big in anime. She voiced Toru Honda in Fruits Basket.
What's her name?
I just had it up here. Laura Bailey. She played.
Laura Bailey's huge.
Fullmetal Alchemist.
Yeah, I was about to say Laura Bailey's in everything.
Okay.
They're voice actors.
But but I mean, Lois Lane gets fridged literally at the beginning of this movie.
Yes.
So, Laura Bailey's.
Well, no, I know. She's also Ramakrishna.
Okay.
With Rama 1/2.
Oh, we get crazy.
Okay.
We get crazy. So basically, Superman becomes evil, decides that he wants to end the world's wars. He wants to end all the problems and everything like that.
He wants to put a shield around the world, Iron Man.
Well, right.
Batman's like, you can't do this. You have to let people have like free will. You can't just kill people because of whatever.
Yeah. Basically, what if Superman became a fascist, right?
Yes, exactly. And like, Superman does some things like... There's an underground group of kids that celebrate the Joker and like the things he does and everything like that. And Superman basically decides, they need to die.
Yeah.
And kills all these kids. Yeah. He straight up kills the Joker.
So I mean, you line he won't cross. Superman.
Superman crosses.
This is an adaptation of. So I think the video game came first, right? And
no,
the comic
came first.
Really? Okay,
yes.
got it. All right.
The video game is based on the comic.
Okay, that shows my bias because I just noticed from the Injustice video games, maybe the guys, maybe the Mortal Kombat guys, right?
And none of this is actual like. What I'll say is none of this is really the same story to story.
Sure.
Because they introduced Plastic Man because apparently he's a fan favorite. He's in this movie.
Yeah.
And he really wasn't part of the story.
He's not a playable character in the
game, exactly. Right? Yeah. So they're all different in some way, shape, or form.
You're gonna have to change it. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, as far as the game goes, that's just a series of cutscenes as an excuse to fight.
Right.
So
the thing that sends Batman over the edge is that Superman's basically becoming a fascist. Whatever. They go to Arkham because Superman plans to kill all the Arkham patients.
Okay.
In order to never have problems again. So people like the Joker can't happen.
Yeah.
So like Killer Croc and so he starts killing people. Harley Quinn gets into the system and just releases them. They start fighting everybody because Batman's like, okay, they can't be escaped. So we team up this once, blah, blah, blah. Because they were having a fight at that point. The people chose their sides. Damian Wayne, the son of Bruce Wayne,
siding with Superman,
Robin.
right?
Siding with Superman because he believes if you would have just killed Joker, Joker wouldn't have killed my mom, and at this point his mom's dead, whatever.
Yeah.
And then there's Nightwing, who's on Batman's side.
Yeah.
Better Robin.
Damian throws a baton at Nightwing and basically strikes him right in the temple Kills him.
Great.
So Nightwing is dead, and Batman's just like, Damian, you crossed the line. You're no longer Robin. Like, you can't be Robin anymore. And is basically recluses to his solitude with his team, which is Oliver Queen, Harley Quinn, and, it was Nightwing, but but the Catwoman, and then Wonder Woman, Superman, Damian are all on this side, and then there's people in the middle, or they join their sides.
Sleep with Superman in this,
They make out
with him.
They make out.
Yeah.
I mean, and after they make out, Superman's just like, I can't do this as soon.
Good.
Yeah,
So
Wonder Woman always got the fucking shaft of the storyline, as far as I know. Right?
She bangs Aquaman.
Yeah, well,
whenever there's an alternate reality, it's like, all right, who's she banging?
Yeah. But yeah, so this is where I come back with the Ramakrishna thing.
Okay. Yep.
Nightwing goes to heaven.
Heaven.
And Ramakrishna is the leader of heaven, and it's very much like Buddhist, I think. Buddhist?
Okay. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, Hare Krishna kind of thing, like that kind of stuff. I think it's Buddhism. I don't really remember, but I think it's Buddhism. Basically, she's like, your work's not done. I am going to link with you, and you're going to be a ghost called Deadwing, and you're going to help on Earth. And so he comes in and out as a ghost character and starts helping people.
What?
Yes, Deadwing.
What a creative name.
Yeah. And once he helps you, you can see him. So, he helps Damian at one point, and Damian sees him and is just like, apologize. I'm so sorry, blah, 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 and everything like that. And
I said it, but Damian Wayne's such a horrible Robin.
Yes. Well, when we get to the end of it, it basically just wraps up in 5 minutes, and that's what I hate about it.
Yeah.
Is that the bad? That it just ends?
Majority of it is bad. I'm glad they started killing characters. There are several characters that die in this. But they also make it abundantly clear, we're on an alternate Earth.
Yeah,
these are not your heroes, they're dead forever.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff. So they make that abundantly clear.
Yeah.
But I do like the fact that they're just Superman just offs people. And there's no remorse, nothing. But yeah, so Injustice, trash. Do not waste your time.
Just play the games.
Just play the games. Read the comic book series.
Fuck it. Watch the game story cutscenes on YouTube.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Yeah, but it's such a better video game. It's such a better... They don't have these one-on-one fights or anything like that, which is disappointing.
So there's no one other than the opening when they break out the people in Arkham and they fight there. Is there any other...
There's fights, but it's just not one-on-one. It's full battles.
Did they even do so in the games, the whole entire idea is that they go into an alternate reality and grab the alternate universe's heroes.
So one or two make it out of the other thing, and it's the people they lost early.
Okay, got it. Cool.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, and there's a joke in there, and they're just yeah, welcome to Earth 1, and the guy's just you're Earth 48. What are you talking about?
Nice.
Yeah, it's goofy. But yeah, so trash. First time in a long time we have trash.
Usually those DC animated movies hit.
That's exactly why I wanted to watch it, is because I love DC animated. It's always, when there's a new one, I'm in. There's a new Catwoman one that I'm going to check out shortly. That's on HBO Max as well.
The woman who played Catwoman is Anika Nani Rose, who is, she's in Dreamgirls. She's Princess Tiana.
Okay, nice. Okay, yeah.
She's a name.
Yeah. A special shout out to my friend Mark, because we mentioned the Princess and the Frog one more time. He commented on our New Orleans episode. Nice. Did you like that one? I was like, I love that one. So yeah, special shout out to you, Drake.
If we have a couple minutes to spare, do we have a moment? Speaking of alternate realities and superheroes.
Sure.
Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange is coming. Yes, they dropped the trailer.
Deadpool's not in it as far as we know.
As far as we know, I think he's going to be. And then Tom Cruise is Iron Man.
Might not be in it, but might be. Wink.
I think he is.
I don't know if it's been 100% confirmed.
I thought it was just rumored.
Yeah, I thought it. Okay, I don't know. I'm way too on the Twitter I can't tell what's real anymore.
Yeah, Professor Xavier might be in it.
I mean, his voice was in the trailer. So.
It definitely was his voice.
Well, Patrick Stewart's in the movie. We just
we don't know.
Xavier.
I mean, he's got to be, right? Yeah.
I'm excited for Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise Iron Man is going to be interesting.
Yeah. I wonder if he's going to be an alcoholic.
Maybe.
Yeah.
It's possible. They could definitely go to that devil in the bottle.
Tony Stark.
Yeah. I know they tried to do it in Iron Man 2, but it just wasn't.
Yeah, I thought they were going to go that direction with Iron Man 2.
Yeah.
And then they went with PTSD instead.
Yeah, right.
I rewatched the Marvel What If series not too long ago, and I got to the one with Killmonger, and I appreciate
I'm sorry?
The Marvel What Ifs.
No, I'm sorry.
That you had to rewatch.
Yeah, that you rewatched it.
I like most of them. I don't like
I was not a fan.
I like the one with Doctor Strange in it, which he needs to watch because now it's important for multiverse.
Yep.
I really like the last three.
Okay.
The one with the Thor being an only child, which leads into some other things.
Yeah.
But
I think that was the best thing they did was tie those three in together. Yeah.
But the one with Killmonger saving Tony Stark, that version of Tony Stark is an alcoholic.
Okay.
They never outrightly say it because after a certain point, you just never see him not with a drink in his hand.
Yeah, right.
So.
Okay.
Oozy Tony Stark. But yeah, Multiverse of Madness. Just you talking about injustice and all.
Oh yeah. No, I totally get how you get there. Yeah. I'm excited for it. I can't wait.
I wonder if we're also going to get a tease on the new Fantastic Four because I heard Reed Richards is usually on.
Well,
that
right.
council.
So the rumors are like, is it going to be? And I'm blanking on his name. The
John
original.
Krasinski.
Yeah, right. So the John Krasinski.
No, I want John Krasinski. It's not the original Reed Richards.
But that's what I'm saying is that it's it's either the John Krasinski or the original actor. We don't know who. That's the rumors.
My friend likes the original film.
Ian Gruffudd. Ian Gruffudd.
Yes. Yeah.
IOANGRUFFUDD.
Ewan?
Ian. I think it's pronounced Ian.
Yeah.
Ian Gruffudd.
Google.
He's from Wales.
Yeah.
Right.
I think you got it. Yeah, no, I'm excited for multiverse.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
And who pops up and doesn't pop up and.
Yeah. Well, that'll do it for this episode of Game for a Movie. I have been Mike.
Andre.
Jill.
We'll see you next time on Game for a Movie.
Bye.